A lot of people think that this is the best axe that CRKT makes.
I'm curious who these people are.
You know, like people online. I don't know, Dave. And a lot of you out there have requested for me to get this axe to do a review on.
Now we have people requesting the axe. Who?
I don't know, Dave, just people, okay? Just people out there.
People my ass.
So here we are, the first impressions and unboxing of the CRKT Kangee.
You sure that's how you say it?
Kangee.
All of these so-called people, and none could give the right name?
I really don't give a shit how you call it. We can call it the kangaroo axe for all I care. But let's get into the first impressions and unboxing of this axe by CRKT.
You made us look great in the opening. Why can't you just do some research first?
That would defeat the purpose of the first impressions and unboxing here on this channel. I don't go look at these axes. The only time I look at them is when I buy them. I don't know the specs. I've never held these axes in my hand, so I like going in blind so I can give you an honest impression when I take it out of the box. They know that.
It would look better if we acted like we knew everything like other people.
Okay, Dave.
You're impossible.
While I'm taking it out of the box, I'm going to tell you guys about our second channel that we just started, the Viking next door. You guys have named me the Suburban Viking, so come over there to that channel. That's where we're going to do all of our lives. We're going to do an outdoor channel, kind of a general all-around channel, and all of our lives will be on there. YouTube really hit us hard on Midgard Axe for our lives. They didn't like us. They didn't like us. There's something in that box. You get a little booklet. CRKT, when you open it up, it gives you a little information on CRKT, innovation and integrity. To us, nothing matters more. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Now, you do get this sling, what looks like a sling. I don't know much about this, so we'll have to look at it and, you know, kind of take it out, and I'll try to put it together and see what it is. It looks like a sling. Could be a sling, I don't know. But before we get into the Kangee, I'm gonna send it over to Dave, and he's gonna give you the specs on this axe from CRKT.
The only thing standing in your way is, well, nothing actually. That's what CRKT says about this axe, but I disagree. The name of this axe is blocking me like a long bathroom line at the Golden Corral. However, I digress. Let's move on. The sheath is made of Bolteron. I bet it stumped Wes in the unboxing, and I bet he called it polymer. What a rookie. The sheath is nicely done, and I'm sure it will work just fine, keeping you from cutting your fingers off. Of course, hand-eye coordination is needed. The axe is made from SK5 carbon steel and has a powder coat finish on the blade. The overall length of this tomahawk is 13 3/4 inches long, with a cutting edge of 3 inches. The tomahawk feels nice in the hand, weighing in at 1 pound and 5.6 ounces. Adding to the feel and circumference is the grip panels, which are made from glass-reinforced nylon. They look pretty good in my opinion. Gives an aggressive and tactical look from the start. Is this really the best and most popular axe CRKT makes? According to Wes, there are so-called people out there who think it is. Come back for part 2 and we will give our opinion on whether or not this really is the best tomahawk, or if it's really the kangaroo axe.
If you can't tell, I'm sweating my tail off, guys. It's hot out here. The CRKT Kangee, let's talk about the sheath really quick. It is a polymer sheath. I do not believe it's Kydex. It feels like polymer, okay? You do get some cutouts here if you want to attach it to molly. The rivets on the side look really nice. And you do get a buckle type of way to secure the axe into the sheath there, which is pretty cool. It just kind of comes up underneath here and slides in and snaps in place. You can tighten it if you need to, which is a nice touch to be able to tighten that up. Taking it in and out, usually these things are not bad, not bad. It fits really nicely. Now, some of these sheaths, you got to be careful when you're working with these tactical axes because they go in a really weird way. Some the spike has to go in first, some the bit has to go in first. I would assume, get off me fly, I would assume from looking at it that it just kind of goes in straight. So let's just try that. There we are. Really nice fitment. I like that. Goes in nice, comes out nice. So you get a really nice draw out of the box. You don't have to work this polymer. I'm assuming it's polymer. But anyway, there's a sheath, guys, if you're interested. Not bad at all. And what do we do with sheaths on this channel, guys? We toss them because we don't need it anymore. We're talking about the CRKT Kangee. the Kangee, the Tomahawk. It's considered a Tomahawk, actually. Okay, so let's put it in the hand for the first time and feel it. Ooh, I like the circumference. I like that circumference, guys. Look at that. It is almost perfect in my hand. I got medium-sized to larger hands. I got really big palms and medium-sized fingers. So, man, that feels really good in the hand. Even when I grip it really hard, I'm staying around the same. So that's nice. I do like the circumference on it. The grip panels, they offer some texture. I mean, guys, I am sweating my tail off and I'm putting my hand on the grip and I'm getting a very good grip on it. It doesn't feel overly aggressive, but it feels like it's enough to where if I needed to throw this or chop with it, I got it, even with really sweaty hands. You do see down here at the knob, you do have a, what I would call a glass breaker, what it looks like, with 3 holes cut in the bottom. I don't know what those 3 holes are for. If you want to run a lanyard through it, that's probably what it's for. But I will say that if I'm going to use this, and you guys probably already know this, what I would do is I would round this off right here because it is a little sharp. I would probably take it to about the top of this first hole right here and round it over because it's going to impede my use. And I don't like sharp edges down there. I just don't. You don't need that. You can file this over, get it round, get it nicely shaped, and be able to use it for glass breaking and chopping and throwing. So that's probably something I'm going to do. One thing too that I noticed when I took it out is that the bolts that are securing the grip panels onto this Tomahawk here are Phillips. I haven't experienced an axe yet with Phillip head bolts. Usually they're some type of other torque bit or they're you know, some type of other bolt, but I haven't seen very many Phillips. So that's interesting. We'll have to test it and see if it, you know, is going to strip out if they come loose. Normally they do. I like the actual head design. It's really cool. And you do get a bit, which is really nice. You get a bit up here from the toe back to the spike, so you can sharpen that. I will say, guys, it is extremely fat up there, though. I'm talking not a hard manufacturer's grind. I'm talking real fat, but I can thin it down. So in essence, what you got here is you have an edge from down here to the cutting edge all the way across the top of the axe head to the spike. Over rotations should be a lot of fun with this because you'll get a lot of sticking going on because you have an edge up there, kind of like how I designed my CRKT Jenny Wren. I'm really excited about that. You do get a spike in the back. It is nice and sharp. There's no edge down here at the bottom, and there's a little bit of an edge back here on the back. So I think you could probably get sticking out of the box with the spike. It's sharp enough if you needed to throw it, dig it, smash with it. It's going to work very well for you back there. Cutting edge. Cutting edge. Let's take a look at this cutting edge and see what we're working with. See what we're working with here. Hard manufacturer's grind, okay, but the cheeks are really thin. So the only thing I think you'd have to do is really just work on the cutting edge, slope it back a little bit, get it a little bit better of a degree, and I think not only would it make it a better chopping tomahawk for you, but a better thrower as well. It's over 100 degrees and we are dying out here, but luckily Dave convinced me to stop by the house.
I wanted AC. Look how that worked out.
No. Stop by the house to get some Danish mead from Densmult.
Drink enough of that and you won't even feel the mosquitoes.
It hits the spot on a hot day. You want some?
You know, I'm watching my weight. You do realize that one bottle of that has about 1,400 calories?
Weight distribution test and rotation test. Let's do it, guys. Let's see where the weight is distributed on this thing. I'm going to go about right here. It's falling a little bit to the handle, so that means that it's a little handle heavy, but depending on where you put your finger at, it could be more evenly distributed. So I'm going to call it evenly distributed weight. Now let's see, like I've done before, we're going to see how well this thing rotates in the air when I use it for axe throwing. Let's see if I'm accurate. We're going to put it right here, and here we go. Oh, it rotated around nicely. So that tells me that we'll get limited wobble in the air when we throw it for distance. I'm really excited about the Kangee, if that's how you say it, I don't know. Kangee Tomahawk. And I will tell you guys, it is a design from RMJ Tactical. RMJ Tactical, Ryan Johnson, the owner of RMJ Tactical, designed the Kangee. If you go look at some of his RMJ Tactical axes, you'll see one that looks similar to this. He just kind of mutes it down a little bit for CRKT design, and it gets made somewhere else, which I would assume it's probably either China or Taiwan. I'm not really sure. It doesn't say on here. So I'll put it up here. I'm sure Dave's already covered that. But yeah, I think it's gonna fly really nicely in the air. I think once I take this down right here, this hook down here at the knob, I don't need that. But once I do, man, this thing is gonna fly so nice. And like I told you guys, I got a little bit of an over rotation in my throw. So I'm really excited about the fact that I can run an edge up here as well. And they've already started it for me, even though it's fat. Let me know what you think of the Kangee Axe by CRKT, if you have experience or if you've got one. Let me know if you like it or if you don't, because I like hearing about both. If you like it, don't like it, whatever the case may be, I want to hear about it. I appreciate all the support, guys. Thanks for everything everybody does to make this channel what it is. And remember, come back for part 2 when I take this thing out and I test it. We throw it hard, we throw it for distance. I come up close, I throw it as hard as I can. And of course, I'm going to tell you guys the performance of it. Edge retention, quality of axe, and how well it flies in the air. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. And come over to the Viking next door. Come over to our second YouTube channel and subscribe over there. I don't have any videos over there yet, but we're going to do a live next week. Lives are coming. Lives are coming. We're going to do a live every week over there, either on Wednesdays or Thursdays. It'll be one of those 2 days. So if you're interested in lives or you want to do stuff outside of axes and general stuff, outdoor stuff, come over to the Viking next door. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun over there. So thanks for all the support, guys. I appreciate it. And remember, it's always for the love of these axes, hatchets, and tomahawks. But until next time, see ya.